on Joy 99.7 FM, and the ride is just about takeoff. Your driver is in the driving seat. Call me Kofi Hayford. I'm your driver for today. Sitting in for Lexus Bill on Ghana's best late afternoon radio show. What is very important to me right now is that my passengers take their seats as well, so we can have a jolly ride as we go home. And on that note, let me welcome you to Ghana's best late afternoon radio show, Drive Time on Joy once again. Please, may I know who I'm riding with today? May I mark the register? Are you going to do me the honors and text me 055-1111997 so I know who my passengers are? Who am I riding with? Who's going to sit right behind me? Who's in the passenger seat to my right? Who's behind that person on the right? And who's on the left? Guess what? Abu Mohammed in Japan is already tuned in right now, and he's riding with us. Francis in Germany is also riding with us. My brother, what's up? Evergreen Linda says, I'm riding with you. Danny Blaba of North Kaneshi is repping live. So I have about 5 people in the ride already. Me is Bay is from Kolegono. He says he's in the back seat. Lazizi is listening from J City. That's where we're picking him up. Peggy is here from La Paz. We're picking Peggy up in La Paz. Irama is in Spentex. She's riding with us. She's just seated right beside me. Laurentia is in Nungwa. She's riding with us as well. I'm sure Laurentia is just seated behind me. Okay, so one lady to my right, one to, behind me. Nolan Blaba of North Kaneshi is also riding. She's in the middle seat. Ooh, nice. Lady J is from Bachuna. She says she's the driver's mate today. Ooh. Abokuma Wendy Javier Wusi is in the ride as well. Danny Bronzy, Dede and Erikus are listening from Bechem. Shouts to y'all. Holali is from DC. Aquile from VRA is going to collect the money. Wow. Charlie, this one, they use tickets, so we don't they collect money. So please collect the tickets. Major Salinari Young, my major extraordinaire, is also in the ride. Ooh, you guys should behave. Yeah. You see, this person is not going to be left behind, and that's Major. Angie in Apollonia City is in the front seat with us. Kwame Lenzi is in Birmingham in the right seat. Renee is in Dodoa. Charlie Blaba of Cass City. Lottie of Lakeside Estate in Community 5 is riding with us. Ladies and gentlemen, I can confidently tell you that the entire nation is tuned in to Joy 99.7 FM on Drive Time, and we're super charged up to ride today. So you're welcome. My team and I are super ready to give you a great time. Okay? Once again, I'm Kofi Hayford, and in my footprint segment today, I want to remind you that fathering is not something perfect that men do, but something that perfects the man. Father's Day is just around the corner, right? So don't forget that fathering or fatherhood is not something it's not something perfect that men do. It is rather something that men do that perfects them. I hope you get the difference. I mean, a father is a man who can change a world that he will not be a part of by building the tiny human that is part of him. And one of the greatest lessons a dad should learn is to make sure that their children know that they love them. So if you listen to the conversation yesterday on Strong and Sassy, they made mention of this particular one. How fathers make their children feel is of utmost importance to every father. That's my bit for you in our footprint segment today. And much later on in the show, we'll be coming your way with global sports to update you on what's happening around the world of sports. At 5 p.m., we'll go for the news on the hour. 5:20, Akofa will join me to update you on what's happening in the world of entertainment. But in our Express, I want you to share with us one quote that growing up, you always heard your dad say. You always heard your dad use a certain quote, right? You always remember him when you hear it anywhere, like, oh, my dad told me this. Mine was not a quote, but it was an advice that my dad gave me. My dad used to ride with me a lot of times. Now I'm looking back and it's safe to say like my dad was a drive time host. That was just by the way. But you see, we call something in Chi which are 7, where you put your arm in a shape of like a grater down on the window. And my dad told me, hey, Kofi, don't do that, else you're going to have another car just chop off your arm, okay? And that stuck with me my entire life. So 7 tried the 80B, but you see, it's quite dangerous as well. Which one did your father say to you? Was it a quote? Was it an advice? What are you going to remember your dad for any time in your life? Share it with us on our WhatsApp number 055 1111 997. 055 1111 997. Big shouts to my team: Adam Naite, Philip Nye, Anita Tame, Rebel Johnson, Crispy K, Oliver Fanyong, Abeku Sankofi, and of course to you, Akofa, who will be joining me much later on. All the way from Westlands, we have Caleb. We also have Jeff Lyon, Mamprobi. We have Michael from Teshi, who is also in the seat. He says 21D at the right window side is where he is. Raphael in France is listening to us with Auntie Ruki and Auntie Aminata from Sierra Leone. Tina Owusu Ansa is doing the listening. Kwame Tete from Nkoko is doing the listening. Latif is also in Nkoko. Phyllis, Gladys, Edem, Mrs. Bonzi. Bush K is in the ride from Japon. Felix is riding with us in Ho. Eugene in Ebri. Don Pablo in Kaswa. Newman is in Mile 7. Douglas in DC. Eric Makte is in Tema Community 7. Look, the ride make full. the ride make full. Ladies and gentlemen, please, we have to go now, okay? Yeah. So let's all keep our eyes on the road. And we're doing so with Reggie Rockstone, the godfather of hip life. He calls this one Keep Your Eyes on the Road. It's Throwback Thursday on Drive Time on Joy with me, Kofi Hayford. It's about to be lit. Are you ready though? Let's go, let's go, let's go.